Hello, welcome to Free Cool Gaming Exploits, and this is the random news. Right, so what we're going to talk about today? Well, you can probably tell from the title. I don't think you should be buying The Sims 4 for launch. I don't think you should be pre-ordering it, and if you have, you should probably cancel it and save your monies. Because EA have not put out review copies, and they're not going to. And they're not showing it at any trade shows. Not playable to the public anyway, or to journalists. And that's honestly what they have said. No one is going to get to play The Sims 4 before its launch. Why would a publisher do this? Do they want to show off their latest, greatest game? That's because it's not their greatest game. It might be their latest, but it doesn't mean it's any good. Because look at Duke Nukem Forever and Aliens Colonial Marines, two previous examples of games that didn't put out review copies. They both turned out to be absolute buggy turds. Now, of course, this does bring up a question. The thing is, Maxis, the developers of The Sims, and SimCity had put out a SimCity game in the past couple of years. And it was absolutely terrible. Obviously, what happened with SimCity, their previous game? Well, it had loads of online DRM stuff going on and friend-based sharing co-op type play, which EA had tried to quite obviously drum into the game, just shoehorn it in there to attract a wider audience. People didn't like it, and not only did not like it, but they couldn't even play it. They couldn't play it for like about a week or two from launch. They downloaded the game. Could they get on the servers? No, because they had to get online to play the game, and they couldn't do that because the servers were shit. To the point where Amazon decided to try and give out refunds to anyone that had bought the game from Amazon. So that's how bad it got. Amazon were offering refunds to anyone that bought the game via email. And with Maxis not being allowed to put out review copies of The Sims 4, begs the question, how much life has Maxis got left in them? Now, they're a great studio, don't get me wrong. Maxis has been one of the most unique studios that EA have got and have had for quite a while. But let's take a look into gaming history for a moment. Other studios that have put out a couple of turds, and then what happened to them? They got shut down. Here's studios that have been shut down by EA over the years that you probably recognise the names of. Bullfrog Productions, creators of Theme Park and Theme Hospital and various other games like Dungeon Keeper. Tons of great beloved games. Great studio from the UK there. Westwood Studios, the creators of Command & Conquer. Look what happened to them after they put out a couple of turds. Pandemic Studios, another great studio. The last game that they did was actually really good, and I can't remember the name of it right now. Be right back, I'm going to find out the name for that. Ah, yes, it was The Saboteur. Pandemic put out a game called The Saboteur, and then they got shut down. Saboteur was actually a very good, very good actually, stealth game based in World War II. A little bit similar to Assassin's Creed, but still had its nice little unique niche to it. And then if you look at other publishers, just for example, give you 3 examples from Activision: Bizarre Creations, Neversoft, and Red Octane. Obviously, Red Octane done the Guitar Hero series. They got forced to make about 3 or 4 games per year in the Guitar Hero series by their publisher, and they just put out mediocre games and end up getting shut down because they weren't reaching their profit targets. And Neversoft obviously got merged with Infinity Ward to work on Call of Duty games after they hadn't been given a project for a few years to work on. Which just goes to show that when publishers get too much control over their development studios, this kind of shit tends to happen. Great studios. Every single one of those studios has put out some great games. Every single one of them shut down by their publisher after some bollocks had occurred between the developer and the publisher when it came to the decision making in the development stage of the games. So Maxis, my prediction for you, unfortunately, is if I'm right about The Sims 4 and it is a turd, and that's why you're not putting out any review copies to journalists and the public, then I bet that you will get shut down sometime soon by Electronic Arts. Because that's how they operate. They'll squeeze every little penny out of you, and then they'll work you to the bone, force you to do things that you don't want to do, and then just shut you down because they can. It's the sheer fact of it. Publishers literally own development studios nowadays, and it's part of the thing that's wrong with AAA gaming right now. One of the main things that's wrong with AAA gaming. They'll force in microtransactions, they'll force in online mode where there doesn't need to be, they'll force in DRMs, all sorts of crap. Free-to-play elements in premium games. I mean, EA's notorious for this kind of thing. There's been so little announced when it comes to The Sims 4, but there has been so many leaks as to what's been removed from the game. You look at the list of things that have been removed from the game, it's like half of the fucking game is missing. It's beyond laughable. It's depressing to look at. I mean, yeah, we get to like morph people's faces, but that's about it. We get to morph people's faces, we get a few new animations, and we lose all of this. So yeah, bit depressing really. I mean, Maxis is a great studio, but I reckon they're going to be gone. They might have a game or two left in them. I mean, I'm a bit worried for studios like BioWare, great studio, but Mass Effect 3 had massive controversy around it. And fans still hate them for that. Fans still hate EA and BioWare for what they did to the Mass Effect series. They got a new Mass Effect coming out. They got a new co-op MMO type game coming out, and they've obviously got Dragon Age Inquisition coming out soon. Once all those projects are done, I tell you, if they don't reach their targets, BioWare is going to be looking at an axe coming on their heads as well. Anyway, I could babble on for days about this. It's quite a bad situation, but if you're planning on getting The Sims 4, wait for the reviews. And yeah, if it's disappointing you haven't got Sims 3, buy The Sims 3. Simple as that. There's loads of mods out for it now. You probably get more of a game out of The Sims 3 for less of the price. At the moment, if you haven't already got it, once Sims 4 comes out, the price will drop for that. You've got all the expansions, you've got all the mods. Everything's already been made for it. It's crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching Really Cool Gaming Exploits. Do that stuff to everyone, channel so you do, and I will see you soon. Bye.